There you go.
Crossing over the border, today I'm playing 18 at a course not known to many in PA. Turkana Golf Course in Calcutta, Ohio is a shorter course with greens that will challenge the best of putters. To start the day, I hit a solid fade to find the middle of the fairway.
Yours went farther though.
My first iron is a little thin and comes up just short of the green.
A little too much wind.
I chip on, finding out the greens are firm as it runs up past the hole. Downhill for par, I'm a bit too aggressive as it runs out past the hole, but I'm able to roll in the comebacker to make a bogey. With OB left on 2, my drive is fine as I block it out right. I have a wedge in hand and I hit a good shot, but catching a branch, I get knocked down right of the green. Pitching on, I'm playing away from the pin, using the extreme slope on the green to get it close. And with a few feet left, I roll in the par.
Very nice.
I was worried that was a little too.
On hole 3, I hit a toey ball that runs into the left rough. Well back, I hit hybrid towards the tree behind the green, but come up short. I hit a great pitch on that runs up to give me a look at saving par. I slightly pull the putt and getting punished with a hard lip out card bogey. With a short par 5, I get quick, hitting a snapper that gets past the pines, finishing in the rough.
It's a bit of a snap.
Still well back on a short hole, I hit an iron, playing for position. I leave a wedge in, but hitting it toey, I flare it short right into a terrible spot. I get caught peeking, knifing the chip across the green. Well into the fringe, but extremely downhill, I roll a great putt that just misses, and the bogey is conceded.
Get in. That would have been some kind of fucking par there.
That'd have been a hell of a fucking par.
Straightening out the drive, on hole 5, I hit a baby draw to find the fairway.
There you go.
With a great look in, I tug my approach, missing the green hole high, but in the rough. Chipping on, I miss my spot a little short as the slope takes me down towards the back of the green. Straight back uphill, I roll a good putt, but it hangs on the lip for another bogey.
On the lip.
Good roll.
I hit the shot I want on the par 3, expecting the slope to help, but it hits on and stays put.
Just stay.
With a long bender for birdie, I focus too much on line and forget the speed as I leave it short. Looking to save par, I push the putt, 3 wiggling as the bogey train leaves the station. On hole 7, my drive is great for distance, but blocked right, it finishes in the rough. The green is over the trees, and a good hybrid just clears, running up to the fringe.
Cool. I heard car pat.
I get caught peeking again, knifing an easy chip to the back of the green.
Still good in this.
Now with a longer putt than I wanted, I forget it's downhill and leave myself with about the same length back up for par. After hitting one putt too hard, this putt was destined to come up short, and I 3-putt for another bogey. Trying to get off the bogey train, I hit a solid iron on the par 3, but it spins back to the front, leaving another long putt.
Good shot.
On a good line, but hit too firm, I run the birdie a few feet past. My putt for par is slightly pushed, missing low and continuing the bogey run. On hole 9, I block another drive right, and I'm listening for the parking lot, but thankfully get knocked down. Trying to punch out, I find solid contact with the base of a tree, kicking it down to the left. Now with an opening, but the ball's way below my feet. I stay down on the shot, but it turns over left, missing the green. Scrambling, I get too cute, cutting right underneath the ball, leaving it short. So, keeping it rolling, I chip my 5th on, running it out to the fringe. I miss the putt for double high, ending the 9 with a triple. Making the turn, I hit my drive a little high on the face, but it makes it up the hill into the left rough. Coming up out of the approach, I catch that on the toe as well, coming up short.
Fucking terrible.
I hit a great chip to put my 3rd close, and I make the short, testy downhill putt for par. Hole 11 is an opportunity to drive a green, but turning over a shot I intended to fade, I find the left rough. Behind a pine, I try taking it over the edge, but a little tuggy, I hit a few branches, getting knocked down short. I hit the chip I want, but landing firm, it runs on a bit long.
What I wanted, I just carried it a bit too far.
Left with a downhill left to right putt, I manage to save the par.
Good pot.
Wow, I made one.
On the par 5, I make solid contact, but block my drive right into an awkward lie in the rough. With a ball above my feet, I make good contact, but the slope takes it down left into the chopped down fescue. Playing from the high grass, I catch a jumper that hits on the back of the green, but runs over below the green. Pitching up, I quit on the follow through, coming up short. I get my 5th on the green, and with a chance to save bogey, my putt comes up short, turning away at the hole and carding double.
Just not hitting it hard enough.
Back on another par 3, I hit a solid iron into the green, but not carrying the ridge, my ball spins back to the fringe. Putting from the fringe, I misjudged the uphill bender, hammering it past the hole.
Right here, it seems to like flatten out actually. Like there, it looks like it's going up, and then right here, it kind of.
Trying to salvage par with another big bender, my putt cuts across the front of the hole and runs out long. Then, putting for bogey, I tug the putt, carding back-to-back doubles.
Hey, asshole. Nice 4-putt.
With OB left and still thinking about the last green, I block my drive right, finding the rough below the trees.
Should be alright.
By that tree.
With a wedge in, I nearly missed the ball, hitting a toey shot down by the green in the rough. After a terrible shot and an awkward lie, I'm focused on feeling this shot out, and the focus helps as I pitch in for birdie.
Go in.
On 15, I get a bit jammed up on the tee shot, forcing some early extension, but it's a good miss up the right on a hole that slopes hard left. Riding high after the last wedge, I try a shot that's not quite in the bag, getting quick and thinning it long. Short-sided, I tug my third, but find the green. With a long putt for par, I roll a good putt that misses high as I tap for bogey.
Good roll at it.
Thanks.
Fine with me.
With trouble right, I play down the left, hitting another savvy drive into the left rough.
But it was a little.
I catch my wedge a little heavy in the rough and come up short of the green. I hit a good chip on, leaving me a few feet to save par, but the short putt breaks off right as I card another bogey.
I landed a little. See? That fucking snapped. I barely touched that.
On the last par 3, I hit a toey wedge that turns over left, missing the green in a grass bunker. I chip on, running it down with the slope, leaving me an uphill look for par.
I think there is high enough on the screen.
Probably not.
Probably up there.
With a few feet left, the hole gets in the way and I card a 3. The 18 ends on a par 5 with water left and with wind back into, I hit a solid ball down the right that finishes in the rough. With a window between the pines, I catch my hybrid heavy, but it works out as a layup. I hit a solid wedge that sets up one last look at making a birdie. Rolling a solid putt, I burn the edge and card a par. As always, thanks for watching, like, comment, and subscribe for more, and until next time, keep grinding on your short game.
Sharp.
As always.